The 1MDB scandal sent shockwaves across the globe, capturing the attention of international media and governments alike. Billions of dollars meant for Malaysia's development fund vanished into thin air, leaving a trail of financial chaos and unanswered questions. The scandal not only tarnished Malaysia's reputation, but also raised serious questions about corruption at the highest levels of government, sparking outrage and protests among the Malaysian people. At the center of this storm stood Najib Razak, Malaysia's Prime Minister at the time, whose leadership came under intense scrutiny. Najib faced a barrage of charges related to money laundering, abuse of power and misappropriation of funds, leading to a highly publicized legal battle. Throughout the ordeal, he consistently maintained his innocence, claiming the allegations were politically motivated and part of a larger conspiracy against him. His trial captivated the nation, becoming a pivotal moment in Malaysia's fight against corruption and a test of the country's judicial system. The outcome of this trial would have far-reaching implications for Malaysia's political landscape and its commitment to transparency and justice. A key pillar of Najib's defense was the assertion that the US Department of Justice had acted with a political agenda rather than purely legal motives. He argued that the DOJ's relentless pursuit of the 1MDB case was intended to undermine his government and force him from power. The timing of the DOJ's investigation, coinciding with a period of political uncertainty and turmoil in Malaysia, fueled Najib's suspicions. He claimed the DOJ's actions went beyond a genuine pursuit of justice, suggesting they were heavily influenced by his political rivals. Central to Najib's claims of a flawed prosecution was the alleged withholding of crucial and vital evidence. He pointed specifically to the testimony of Tim Leissner, a former Goldman Sachs banker convicted in the 1MDB scandal. Najib asserted that Leissner's testimony, which he was denied access to, would have contradicted the DOJ's narrative. He argued that this denial hampered his ability to mount a fair defense and pointed to a deliberate attempt to silence evidence that could potentially clear his name. Section 4. A web of conspiracy? Najib and his legal team went further, suggesting a broader conspiracy aimed at his downfall. They claimed that this was not just a legal battle, but a politically motivated attack orchestrated by powerful entities. They alleged collusion between the Department of Justice and Malaysian opposition figures, claiming a concerted effort to manipulate the narrative against him. According to Najib's team, this alliance was strategically designed to undermine his credibility and ensure his political demise. Najib's supporters pointed to the aggressive public campaign surrounding the 1MDB case, suggesting it was designed to inflict maximum political damage. They believed that the timing and intensity of the media coverage were no coincidence, but rather a calculated move to sway public opinion. They argued that the relentless scrutiny and negative press were part of a coordinated strategy to discredit him and influence public opinion. The supporters highlighted how every development in the case was sensationalized, creating a hostile environment that left little room for a fair trial. They insisted that this was a deliberate attempt to erode Najib's support base and paint him as guilty in the court of public opinion long before any legal verdict was reached. Section 5. The verdict's echo. This chapter delves into the reverberations of a landmark trial that shook the very foundations of Malaysia's political and judicial systems. The 1MDB trial, involving former Prime Minister Najib Razak, was not just a legal battle, but a political saga. Najib's claims of a politically motivated prosecution had profound implications for Malaysia, stirring debates and emotions across the nation. The outcome of the trial was seen as a critical test of the nation's commitment to accountability and the rule of law. It was a moment of truth for Malaysia, where the judiciary's independence was under the microscope. A guilty verdict, Najib's supporters feared, would set a dangerous precedent. They worried it could be used to silence political dissent and target opposition figures in the future, creating a climate of fear and repression. An acquittal, on the other hand, would raise serious concerns about impunity for those in power. It would suggest that the elite could evade justice, undermining public trust in the legal system and the fight against corruption. The trial's legacy continues to shape Malaysia's political landscape. It serves as a reminder of the ongoing battle against corruption and the need for a transparent and fair judicial process. The echoes of the verdict still resonate, influencing the nation's path forward.